States beats Canada in overtime. Oh my God. Unbelievable.
That was the scene at number 38 this morning. It's Altitude After Dark. Normally we talk football, but come on, give me a break today. I mean, it's DMac with Coach Mike Sanford. I've got all sorts of goodies because I went to the Avalanche practice coach here after the game.
Okay.
So I talked to Wedgwood and Blackwood and Natchez.
Sound like there were some Canadian tears that were being slurped up today at Avs practice. The old 3-on-3 discussion. I love it.
Well, as long as we're going to say that, this is my closing moment.
Incredible. The USA takes two things away from this: a gold medal and Canadian tears.
Amen to that.
We were saying there should be a shot like at the bar, Canadian tears. Would that be a great shot?
It's already been made for sure. You know what I learned, DMac? There's so much to get into, but first of all, what a day.
What a day.
I did probably what so many people across America did with their families, right? I have a 9, 11, and 16-year-old. It all started today with a very early wake-up call. And if you're a West Coaster, it would have started at 5 a.m. East Coasters, of course, 8 a.m. But watched one of the most incredible, if not, I'm trying to think of what has been a better sporting event for me to watch that I was more captivated by as the game grew. And there's been some, I know that I don't want to be the victim of the here and the now, but and then of course I bookended it with us doing the same thing that my good friend Connor McGahey did, and that's watch the great Disney classic Miracle. And so I was having debates in my mind who had a better performance today, at least my day, between Connor Hellebuck in net and Jim Craig in net against the Soviets. I'll tell you what, man, pretty unbelievable.
Woo! I tell you what, it was similar. I mean, just to keep it real, as Nathan McKinnon pointed out, who was really the better team? And Nate, you got a great point, but I'm sorry, Nate Dogg, dude, you got to make that shot right there, coach. You're right. Got to bury that one. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to talk,
that's exactly right. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's
look at that. Look at that, man.
How about some of the imagery, the photographs that were taken in this game? I mean, the you already have it, I think, in the title of this podcast.
I got
that one. I mean, this right here is. I mean, you want to talk about an iconic picture? Hang it in the Louvre, man. I mean,
come on.
The definition of stick and puck, right? The definition of how the United States was going to have to win this was going to be just sheer grit, not pretty. Probably going to cost you some dentures. And sure enough, it was Jack Hughes that ended up being the hero, man. It was so cool, and he was a game hero. He was ready for the moment.
He was great, and then afterwards, he laid it out, didn't he?
For the United States in 46 years, and you delivered it. Can you just describe the emotions of this moment right now?
This is all about our country right now. I love the USA. I love my teammates. It's unbelievable. The USA Hockey Brotherhood is so strong. And we had so much support from ex-players. I'm so proud to be American today.
This was
proud.
Find out. I mean, you're
best player tonight by a mile. Unbelievable game. Unreal game by our team. That's just a ballsy, gutsy win. That's American hockey right there. That's a great Canadian team, but we're USA. We're so proud to be Americans. Tonight was all for the country.
Dude, come on, man. And that's like Casey Affleck in every Ben Affleck movie. He's like undersized,
no doubt,
little grimy,
pasty,
little gritty. Yeah.
Pasty. Hasn't seen the sun. Looks malnourished. Looks like he needs some. He needs to get some minerals infused into his daily nutrients. There's no doubt about it.
Then afterwards, they were just. Well, check this out. They're carrying him through the town. We're just gonna put him up there. Easy to carry, by the way, not heavy. Oh my God!
You know what's fun about him here in Colorado? What's fun about him is that he's not a punchable character by any. Like He doesn't play for the damn Stars. He doesn't play for the Vegas Golden Knights. He's not anybody that you're comparing the legacies of Nathan McKinnon or Cale Makar against. He just simply is Jack Hughes that comes from hockey royalty, of course. But there's been some discussion about Jack Hughes, whether or not, there was a potential that he was going to be left off this roster at one point in time.
Sure.
Because he's the better Hughes, right? And Quinn had the overtime winner against Sweden, if I'm not mistaken, in the semifinal matchup. So pretty awesome stuff for Ellen Hughes, mother of both Quinn Hughes and Jack Hughes, and also the architect of the American women's gold medal as well.
Well, I love this moment. So this is after everything's said and done, and the boys are having a good time, no doubt about it. And here we go. When we've had a couple drinks, but we're still going to do that Mike Tirico interview. We're still going to do the Tirico. Let's Mikey, number one, baby.
Oh man,
number one, Mikey, number one.
Hey, by the way, your good buddy Mike Tirico. I know you guys shared an FM radio station for a minute.
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah. We worked together back in Syracuse. Yeah.
What a closing that he put on. Like, they're just the finishing touches on the broadcast.
Yeah, I can't play that bad boy because of
holy smokes.
It was good.
That captured my wife was so moved by it. I think she's read it to our two boys already a couple times today about dreaming at home. And
I'll dig in on that a little bit. I'll reach out to Mike and figure out, was that off the top? Was that like a couple of bullet points or I'll tell you this about Mike. I've never met a broadcaster who had a better memory than Mike Tirico.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't surprise me if that was bullet points and he just knew it and just rolled it. Like that's his talent. It's special.
He's also brilliant, man. I mean, he's a pro's pro.
Oh,
he's been in the seat for so many incredibly important sports moments.
Oh my God.
I mean, pretty incredible stuff.
We're calling the Super Bowl. We're hosting the Olympics from the field of the Super Bowl. We're in the PJ to Milan 13 hours later. We're hosting I can't wait to see what the ratings are when it comes out. And by the way, for anybody who is complaining about the time of the game, pound sand. Give me a break. In fact, the fact that it started as early as it did, I think it made it a little bit even more special for those who came out to watch it. Mike, we had people waiting at the door at number 38.
What time? 5:45?
We drove past the door for the first time at like 5:40 and had to park.
So sweet, dude.
I thought I could park right next to the door. Nah, I got to park down the street. Oh,
who'd you go with?
Oh, Cat Cave, my wife.
I love it.
She was the reason. And it was like, I was going to do a watch along one way or the other. And she was like, we got to go to number 38. And I'm like, we do? And I'm like, all right, well, how am I going to do this like watch along that I was going to do? And then, we figured it out, right? We're great partners with number 38. But that was and we've been there for busy things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the win over the Bills. Were you there for that one?
I was.
That was me and Lindo. That was me and Andy. It was wild.
Yeah, I mean, I've been there at times. Listen, both sides were packed. It was 15 degrees during the game, so going outside, a couple of brave souls did do so, but it was basically shoulder to shoulder in there. Starting probably. It was every table was filled by the time they dropped the puck. You couldn't move in there after the first period. It was
unbelievable.
Like that. But, that reaction was similar. Well, let me show you a bunch of reactions, right? So you saw that already. Here's you're not going to believe this. And if you could ever get there, one of the best hockey bars in America, believe it or not, is in Tampa Bay. Believe it or not. It's a Hat Tricks, which we all.
John Gruden was at.
He was there.
Drew was there.
I know it sounds weird because it's in Tampa. It's an incredible hockey sports bar. right? So that scene, that scene was played out all over the country. How about the dads? The Kachuk dad and the Hughes dad in the stands, Coacher. Just hockey dads at a hockey tournament. Going freaking nuts. I gotta kiss you. I'm gonna kiss the hell. You did it. On a few pounds each of us, but whatever. You did it. It's awesome.
Man.
I'll give you one more. You brought this up. Bowlesy. Our boy Bowlesy.
Garrett Bowles.
Freaking his kids out.
Yes! Woo! Woo! Yes! Yes! Come on, baby.
Garrett Bowles. Oh, you know what Garrett Bowles is setting up for?
What's that?
After the Broncos Super Bowl victory in, we'll call it 27 or 28, he's setting himself up for a nice soft retirement spot in WWE. Does he not bring some serious WWE energy though?
He's got the energy.
He does, man. And he'll have the presence for sure.
And dude, you can go back and watch the live stream. It caught me by surprise, but I started tearing up. And I started tearing up at this moment right here.
If you've ever been a part of a team, you know what it means.
Wow.
You know what, man? I mean, I kind of get chills just thinking of seeing that again, man. That was something. What's your reaction when you saw that?
I mean, well, you know, I full transparency, I'm at home and I was so incredibly captivated by the 10 minutes leading up to, we'll say like the minute and a half leading up to the golden goal. And then about the 9 minutes after, I went back and watched that two times. And so we got a text. We got a text from our best friends that live out in Ohio about Goudreau's kids being on the ice. And so I had a little bit of a spoiler alert, but we allowed it to kind of build up to it. And man, you want to talk about a moving time. You want to talk about a moment that wasn't manufactured. It didn't feel fake whatsoever.
No,
this is a team that has really carried on the legacy of the Goudreau brothers. Especially their former teammate on Team USA. And it was incredibly just moving. And those will be pictures that will be associated with hockey in this country for decades.
Yeah. Quite a moment. All right. In terms of maybe photos too, we're brought to you by Journey Spice. We love you, Journey Spice. And if you want to save 10%, using the code 2026 playoffs, just hit that QR code, go to Amazon.com. Whatever your meal is, it's better with Journey Spice. We had some KC barbecue rub on some steak over the weekend. Goes great on a breakfast burrito that you could perhaps have this morning. I mean, it's funny.
What I had this morning.
Right. You put a little of that on, a little Mediterranean, little Moroccan, whatever you want to do. It always goes better with Journey Spice. I had the funniest bar announcement. Again, thank you, Journey Spice. More on them in a little bit.
Thank you.
I had the funniest bar announcement because they're like, well, you can say something you want between the first and second period on the stage. The place is packed. Well, the city and county of Denver, great law, makes a lot of sense that you can't start serving alcohol till 7 o'clock. And so just as timing was going, and I was looking at my watch, and then, we're between the periods, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to wait a little bit to do this announcement. And I go up to the DJ. I go, I'll tell you exactly when. And Spencer from who's a Canadians fan, a Canadian Team Canada fan, by the way.
Did not know that. Would not have had that.
He was wearing the maple leaf today. He goes, okay, it's open. And I go, hey, I'm DMac from Altitude Sports 92.5. The bar is open. And I just dropped the mic, and I go, wait, the bar is open, USA.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Going bananas, chanting USA and bellying up to the bar. And that's all I had to say, because the rest of it, trust me, took care of itself.
Okay. So Darren, for those of that are out there watching watching this right now, is there, we typically designate, and there's an assigned watch party host. Were you actually the watch party host, or are you just a sicko that decided to show up on your own accord?
It was a weird one. Like, I kind of was there just because of my wife. And I said, well, I wanted to live stream, like watch along. And so it was kind of like I was there, but not really there. It was kind of like I was just jumping in on the party. So it was a very like unofficial sort of appearance. So I didn't want to overstay my welcome, but it was great. And the people were so into it. And listen, if you're a sucker for it, it's 3 hours and 1 minute. You can go back and cherry pick what moments you want to see from a live crowd there. And I saw our brethren at DNVR, and nothing but love and respect for our friends at DNVR. But you're not the only people that packed a bar today, my friends. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
In a very, very friendly way.
No question.
Meanwhile, our pals at the Fan were just like, what time does the combine start? Which is fine. But, it's all sports all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
And it happens at 6 o'clock. I love that it was starting so early. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I think it was so funny today. So the way that my and Anne-Marie's day went, I actually went to the CU women's basketball game last night. I took my kids. Anne-Marie had to work. So we were up in Boulder, didn't get back. I mean, I was in bed at 11:30. Yeah. Unbelievable win for Coach J.R. Payne and the CU women's basketball team.
They are rolling.
They are awesome. Beat number 20 Texas Tech. It was a great game. Largest attendance in, I think, 3 years. And
I saw they pumped it up.
And I don't think it's a coincidence at all that Coach Prime was there for the game and stayed the entire game. Good. He was there with his son, with Bucky and Brennan Marion, new go-go offense coordinator, was there sitting with Rick George and Fernando Lovo the whole time. And it was a fun time, but I didn't get home till 11:30 and I'm like, oh man, tomorrow's going to hit early. Right. And so it hit early. We started off with coffee, right? Drinking, I had set the timer, had the coffee thing queued up for 5:45 a.m. ready to go. Yeah. I'm just going to drink coffee, just get to the second period, I start moving. I start moving from the bed to the standing position. And then all of a sudden, you want a mimosa, babe? And then I start drinking cold beers and I'm looking down at the time. I'm like, what are we doing, man? And so it was great. We had breakfast burritos left over from the day before. So from Saturday morning, from Anna's breakfast burritos and donuts right there in Centennial. Great spot. But so Anne-Marie heats them up, brings them down. We're going nuts, lose our mind. And then about an hour and a half after all of the celebration, it's nap time.
Good for you.
Yeah. And then we wake up, it's like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and we're like,
perfect timing.
All right, what do we do now? So is it the start of my day? So this is great. So then we end up going to a Mexican restaurant because Anne-Marie worked yesterday. We celebrated today. We celebrated the U.S. victory, and yesterday was I guess it was National Margarita Day. So we went to a Mexican restaurant, right?
Come on now.
Yeah, and
wow.
our server at this great. We went to a place right there at the tech center, but our server is wearing a throwback McAvoy jersey from the Miracle.
Wow.
I mean, a vintage, beautiful. And I go,
wow.
Did you watch it? He goes, yes. He goes, and I just woke up from my post watch party nap, and I am all sorts of messed up. He's like, this is the weirdest day ever, and it's the greatest day ever. And I think there's a lot of people right now that probably had a similar experience.
Split days. I'm doing the live stream, and I lose track of Cat Cave, and she met there are a couple of friends of ours and a girl she'd never met before, but of course she goes to me, oh, that's women at bars. You become instant best friends. I'm like, all right. And they're gone for like 20 minutes. I'm like, I don't even know where they went. I have no clue. She comes back with 2 huge pitchers, monster pitchers of beer. And I'm like, wow. Well,
I guess it's go time.
Well, I'm the DD. Go time for her. I can't.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
And so we get home, and I kind of fall into it, and I'm accumulating all this stuff, and then I'm watching the Nuggets game, and I turn over to her at halftime of the Nuggets game, and she's out like a light. Don't worry, we won't bother with the Nuggets right here right now.
Please don't.
That's a whole nother story.
But
I think the concept of a split day today would be very common with a lot of people. But I'll tell you what we did that you might be interested in. We went down to Avs practice. before the Nuggets game. So we had that time in between. And I gotta say, my wife, I really love her spirit because I don't live far from where Family Sports is. So
Right.
it'd have been no big deal for me to drop her off and go back. No big deal at all. That's what I thought was going to happen. And I hadn't been drinking whatsoever. Not that I would have minded. It's just that I was doing my thing.
Yeah.
So I go, well, I'm going to go to the Avs. She goes, I'd love to go to the Avs practice.
Of course you would.
I go, really?
Of course you would.
I go, you want to go to the Avs? I got to go to the Avs practice. And I'm like, all right, because that is a hidden jewel. Mike, I don't know if anybody even knows this. You can go at Family Sports to every single Avs practice from the beginning to the end. There's no security in terms of.
Are you serious?
You can watch every second of an Avs practice at Family Sports. Open, the whole thing.
And that's just fair game. Like,
you can do it. We saw it. Logan O'Connor was on one side. It's 2 sheets of ice. It's separated by. Have you ever been to Family Sports?
No, where is it? It's probably close.
Shit, it's Peoria and Arapahoe.
Okay.
Super close. Less than 10 minutes from the radio station.
Okay. So is it on the west side of I-25?
It is on the south side of Arapahoe, on the east side of 25.
Okay. Okay. So not all that far from Broncos.
Oh, it's less than a minute from the Broncos.
Right. So it's basically Dove Valley. Dove Valley area.
It's right there.
Got it.
It's one of, if nobody, if
I don't know Peoria, so I bet.
all right. It's like halfway down Arapahoe Road.
I'm learning my south. I know northern Colorado really well. I know
you know where Centennial Airport is?
Yes. So it's I always think that is Broncos country right there. The actual geographical Broncos country.
I should have referred to that. That'd have been easier than Peoria and Arapahoe. My bad. It's right there. It is right there. And if you want something that's a hoot, you can see some of the best players in the world practice if you want, and nobody's going to shoo you away. Now, you can't go and get on. I mean, sometimes people wait. They have their own separate entrance and exit and locker room, and so they don't mess around with everything else. But this is a place like I'm watching Logan O'Connor skate today on his own.
First time he's been on the ice at practice, right?
I think he's been on a couple times this week, but this week.
That's right. Yep.
So he steps off that ice. He goes to change, and he's not an active player yet, so he's not talking to the media, that sort of thing. As soon as he's off, it's 12-year-olds playing pickup hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Where he was. And as soon as the Avs get off, there's probably like a midget, or a squirt game of 10-year-olds that is following that action. So that's life at Family Sports. Anyway, I did go in. Let me just show a couple pictures first to get your reaction. But I did talk to a few of the Avalanche about the game. And here's this moment right here, Coach. What do you think?
Wow.
Right there.
Unbelievable, man.
What do you think?
I just think that's the imperial measuring system versus the metric system, really. Just America, just inches, feet, and yards better than millimeters, centimeters, and meters, in my opinion. That's what it is.
Our boy Taser.
It's a game of inches, not millimeters, right, DMac?
Coach, I think this was the greatest individual save in American hockey history, because I think whoever got to 2 goals was winning this game.
For sure.
And that is a tap in. The picture doesn't do it justice, what Hellebuck had to do to react, because the puck had dripped past him, and Taser is just right there. Right there. Don't forget, McKinnon missed this. I mean, my God. Taser got denied here. Kale scored, but Kale and Taser got beat by Boldy for the first American goal.
Split like I-25 at midnight. Just going 115 miles an hour. Split Taser and Kale McCarr, who are arguably one of the best D pairings in NHL history and international history. Unbelievable.
And then Kale got beat to the puck, and then Nate got beat using the body instead of playing the puck. And this happened after all that. That's a result of kind of poor defense from Nate and Kale, unfortunately, man. That's the price they pay for bad defense. And you have this moment with the MVP. I thought it was a joke when I found out McDavid was named like the MVP. I thought it was like the Stanley Cup where he's winning the MVP and you lose. And it happened to him again. McDavid.
That's all that happens with this individual.
So
That's all that happens.
my God, man, my goodness.
How is Connor Hellebuck, who saw 41 shots or 42 shots, saved 41 of them, was going up against one of the most ridiculously talented attacks ever assembled on an ice.
Dude.
The US was completely, and by that you get to that middle of that third period and on, US was gassed. I mean, because they couldn't possess the puck.
They had no offense. And that's why I said I got receipts on this one, Receipt Street. If this goes 3-on-3 in overtime, it benefits the US massively.
That's what I said. I said it too.
Because
I honestly think it was probably one of your only ways to win.
3-on-3 promotes counterattacks if you make a save.
More space.
Way more space, and you don't have to develop an offense. You can just counterattack.
Think about it this way, DMac. Jordan Binnington had been basically playing with 7 on the ice in front of him. That's what it felt like for him.
Yeah.
He had 7 on the ice. Whereas Connor Hellebuck felt like he was playing with 3 in front of him. For basically the entire, from about the first 10 minutes, the U.S. was buzzing. They looked aggressive. They looked like they were going to throw the first punch. I know they didn't get a shot on goal, but it felt very different. The ice was at least even, right? It was a frenetic pace. It was back and forth. After the Boldy goal, man, it was you were holding your ever living tail for 45 minutes of ice time.
Yep,
it was unbelievable. Freaking believable. And so, yeah, it definitely benefited because all of a sudden, even the playing field now, Jordan Binnington, he's got to see what Connor Hellebuck's been dealing with for the last 45 minutes of the game. All kinds of space, all kinds of grade A opportunities. And I knew the U.S. was going to be their best. That was going to give them a puncher's chance, and it did.
All right. So who was the better team?
The USA. I mean, I think it's the dumbest argument. I get hockey guy wants to say you got goalied and that doesn't count.
Well, Nate McKinnon said they were the better team afterwards.
I understand that, but hockey guy, also Canadian hockey guy, who's the same as Buffalo Bills fan, by the way, right? They're the same person, probably because they share a border. They're legitimately right there border.
That's true.
Is that not true? I mean,
Peace Bridge, yes, in Buffalo goes over to Fort Erie. Yes,
big second place parade outfits. They love them. They've never seen a second place parade. They didn't want to embrace
second place parade energy.
Yep. And so you say they got goalied. Well, guess what? What is the thing that the United States in the goal sports? Let's just say the two massive international goal sports, hockey and soccer.
Mm-hmm.
What has been the U.S.'s for decades strongest position of depth?
Defense.
It's always been goalie. It's always been goalie.
Goalie's been really strong.
And in this game, who was the difference? It was Connor Hellebuck.
No doubt about it.
He was the dang difference. And if you say that doesn't count, and the only thing that happens is the 5-on-5 that happens in front of the goalies, and the goalies are no, that's actually a big part of your team. If not, I mean, it's the final, genuinely, it's the final defense of your goal. And so better team, whatever. The better team's the team that came away with the gold medal. And everybody signed up for 3-on-3 overtime hockey. Canada did it twice with success.
What do you think of 3-on-3?
It was a blast. And you know what?
Right, but that's not what I asked, though. Do you think it should decide a gold medal championship?
With, I would say this, Darren, with NHL players, for the very same reason that a guy like Brett Kane did not feel comfortable with Avs players in the middle of a potential cup run playing in this massively competitive tournament. If you go 5-on-5 overtime and play it out period at period, there's your potential. You are going to leave the most valuable athletes in the Olympics vulnerable. And is it worth it? No, I don't think it's worth it. I wouldn't Jared Bednar could say that he doesn't like 3-on-3 hockey. I would say I love 3-on-3 hockey because Nate, Kale, and Brock Nelson didn't have to play an extra potentially 2/3 of a game. That's how these things go in 5-on-5 overtime hockey.
Well, here is Bedsy earlier today. I had a technical problem. I got other stuff, but this is from Bedsy from our friends at Gorilla Sports. 3-on-3 overtime hockey.
I don't love it. I think in a tournament like that, because all the games are scheduled, you have to try and end it somehow early on. But I think like for the medal rounds, I'd rather see it just extend 5-on-5. You know, it's the time constraints that they have, you know, trying to get a finish. It's the same for everyone. But I think like as a traditionalist for me, I'd rather see it just go 5-on-5, kind of like the NHL does in the playoffs.
I tell you, in the locker room today, nobody liked it. Nobody. None of the players. Bedsy didn't like it. The media people that follow hockey, like literally nobody liked it. I didn't like it. I don't like it. I think you should just go 5-on-5. I understand it in a tournament seating thing. I mean, that does happen. There are games after games that can't go on forever. It is what it is. You have tiebreakers. It's a tournament. Right. Tournament rules are different than like a season and championship rules. It's just what every single tournament in the world is, okay? But once you have a championship game, I'll never forget this. We were playing a baseball tournament, a semifinal of a championship with my 12-year-olds in Steamboat Springs. So there was no game after us, and we're in like a 3-2 game. And the umpire's like, time. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, you got to be shitting me. It's like, there's nothing else going on here. There's no game after ours. There's plenty of daylight out. What are we doing here? You know, like, let's just keep going. Let's play this out. And, you know, of course we were losing. If we were winning, maybe I feel different. But you're right. We all signed up for it. Everybody knew what the rules were. I mean, if you don't like it, to help you out there, you know, make this shot, right? You know,
amen to that.
Put this in, and then we're not worried about it. I'm sorry, you put up a comment there. I didn't.
Yeah. Just, I mean, comment, and I understand. Imagine if the NFL went to a 5v5 flag football for overtime. First of all, the equipment doesn't change in 3-on-3. And also, is there a 5-on-5 ever in football during the regular season that determines things in their professional organization, professional league? No, there's not. 3-on-3 hockey does determine regular season hockey games. We all dislike it here in Colorado, right? Rightfully so, because we suck at it. We suck at it. The Avalanche have had 11 opportunities to play 3-on-3 hockey in this season, and they've won 3 of those games.
All right.
3 of those.
Do you want to hear from some of the other players about it, though? I got other guys. Yeah.
Real quick before we get into that, who was I desperately rooting for? US. Yeah. Like desperately. So as a fan, my preference, are we allowed to say what our preferences are, or do we have to talk about hockey guy, what hockey guy wants?
You can say whatever your
preference is. I wanted the USA to win today in 3-on-3 hockey because there were, I mean, let's just talk about who was on the ice in the 3 men that were on the ice was some iteration of Avs players who are what? Awful at 3-on-3. They're terrible. They suck at 3-on-3. And guess what? I had a scouting report on the Avs. They suck at 3-on-3.
It's not their thing.
And guess who won? Shocker. So USA, that's who I was rooting for.
Well,
it was a game within a game, and it was a lot of fun.
McKinnon did say, everybody knows who the better team was. So I just asked. Natchez was back, by the way, on the ice, and it was wild when you think about Natchez. I mean, and I asked him about the shot he had to beat Canada. So let me just roll this here.
Did the better team win today?
Maybe not the better team. On the paper, I feel like they were pretty even. In the game, I think Canada had more chances, but that's the way it goes, you know. And it's kind of tough that it ends in the overtime that it goes 3-on-3. I don't think that's really fair, but both teams played great. I didn't really care who they win because we got guys on the teams from them.
How much have you thought about the chance you had late against Canada? Does that stick with you, or do you just kind of move on from that?
Yeah, definitely it was in my head, and nothing I could do about it after, you know, just don't really know what to say. We had chances in overtime as well, but yeah, that's the way it goes.
All right, man, stand up. That's a tough question that you asked there. That's hard hitting stuff.
I mean, I didn't try to be mean about it, but when you think about how monumental this game was today, right? How monumental it was. That guy that I talked to right there could have ruined all of it for the world. Had he just, beat Binnington, which he's more than capable of doing and had the opportunity to do so.
Yeah.
And then or not Binnington. I'm sorry. Yeah, Binnington.
It was Binnington, yeah.
Yeah. So that to me is surreal that this moment we had that is amazing could have been null and void had that guy right there who I talked to today scored a goal. And I'm glad he didn't.
No doubt.
Even though he's a great guy.
He is. He's a stud, and stand up for him to answer the question. It'll be interesting. I'm curious to see. I already saw that Bedsy's talking about the Avs that were in the gold medal match game, I should say. I know they call it a match overseas. In Europe, they were calling it a match, and it pissed off a bunch of Americans. But the gold medal game most likely won't be playing on Wednesday. Duh. Like, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, first of all, I don't know what their blood alcohol level, the U.S., I don't know what Brock Nelson's teammates. I don't know about Brock himself. He seems like a very mature individual. I haven't seen him with any of the shenanigans, that have been parading through.
Well, do you know what happened to Team USA? Did you hear what happened to him?
Which one? Which piece?
They're unable to fly back to New York, so they're flying to Miami because there was weather. So they're spending the night in Miami, tonight.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
So
as if we didn't learn anything from the Florida Panthers celebration. Do you think
they can't go out in New York, but they're off to Miami?
Is Matty Tkachuk going to take him to that famous Florida Panthers hockey bar?
What is that place? Yes.
That place is glorious.
What is that place? Yes.
Because they all went there. The Panthers squad went there. Two of the last couple of years, it's become an iconic, kind of just dive bar that the Florida, these multi-million-dollar NHLers are just going in and just getting plowed with Florida man. And Florida man's having a blast.
Somebody's got to put that in the comments. I'm sure you know. It's
not in Miami. I know it's up in Broward County, but still, I mean, it's still within 45 to an hour. So
well, here is Bedsy talking about his guys.
Everybody was involved with it. What were your emotions just watching that whole thing with everybody today?
Well, I had mixed emotions because we also got Brock on the other side, and I want him to win too, right? So I mean, they play the game, and it's decided by those guys. But I mean, it's heartbreaking for I'm a Canada fan, and they played a game that could have easily won it for them. They missed out on some great opportunities through the course of the second period, third period, and Hellebuyck makes some saves and they miss on a few, and it's a difference of coming home with gold or silver, in my opinion.
He's right.
That's right. All right, I got one more for you.
A real hockey guy right there breaking it down because that's exactly what happened, man.
I got one more, and that's Blackwood, and it's pretty funny. Because you gotta listen carefully, because he might have been outrunning Johnny Law today by doing something he shouldn't have been doing. But here you go with this.
What was your day like today? Just waking up, and where'd you watch it?
I was tired. It was early. Watched the first period in the car. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Oh.
I was driving to the rink, had the first period on, and then got here and finished it off at the breakfast room.
Is that how the team watched it? Did everybody watch it here together, basically?
No, some were here, some were at home. So, I just thought it'd be nice to come watch it on the big screen,
Yeah. What was the reaction?
I don't know. I was happy. I got lots of buddies on both sides, so obviously. I was just happy to watch a good hockey game, and whatever the outcome was, it was. And, cool Jack scored that goal. Happy for him. So, yeah, good game.
Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome. What a great dude, too.
You're going to love this. You're going to love this.
Oh, go ahead. Give it to me.
Oh, gosh darn it.
While we're waiting, I found the bar. It's called the world famous Elbow Room in Fort Lauderdale.
Elbow Room.
Yep, the world famous Elbow Room. I wonder if that's going to get some action tonight.
Elbow Room with action. I got to play you something. And yeah. Hang on. Because you're going to appreciate this. All right, it's going to look sketchy because it's on my phone. But who's that hockey player right there? I got to get him. Oh, shoot, I got to rewind. All right, it happens kind of quick.
I think I know who it is.
You're going to know it right there.
That's young Jagger Burns right there.
That is correct.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. That's my guy. Yeah, Bernsey has him.
Today.
Yeah, Bernsey has him come at every opportunity and get him out there, and he tells the guys like, rough him up a little bit, make him feel it. You know,
That's not happening, but
he's a freshman.
Yeah, he's out there skating with the Avs today.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's your boy right there.
That's the thing that's so cool about hockey culture, man. That would never happen in football.
Oh my God.
I mean, just you imagine, although it does happen in high school. I mean, I had my first game that I coached in high school this year. My 8-year-old at the time was in full uniform on the sideline. Just wanted to come in full uniform, helmet, shoulder pads. He had a kind of like a not matching. He had a different jersey, different color scheme. It was awesome. Just as a ball boy in full pads.
We are, when I get back, let's get to the Canadian reaction. Okay. Because for all the joy, there's also Canadian tears, and we got some of that for you coming up.
There's a world of flavor out there, and to find it, you have to take the journey. Journey Spice Company handcrafts the most premium spice and seasoning blends that have no sugar, no salt, are certified USDA organic, non-GMO, vegan-friendly, and always planet-friendly. You are going to love serving amazingly delicious creations while knowing you helped reduce single-use plastics. Make sure to search for Journey Spice Company on Amazon today.
You to Journey Spice, save yourself 10% using the code 2026playoffs at Amazon.com. We love you, Journey Spice. You texting Bernsey right now saying
no,
I'm
trying to see if there's any plans that are made at that elbow room in Fort Lauderdale.
Well, what's cool hearing from Mackenzie and obviously talking to everybody knows everybody, on this level, right? Like, I mean, you're the best of the best. You have crossed paths with literally everybody. It was, and you know what? This is a little bit longer, but let me play you Scott Wedgwood because he comes from a really interesting path. For whatever reason, he's not played anywhere but America since 2008, which is kind of wild when you think of like juniors and minor league and then pro teams, you know what I'm saying? But you haven't played anywhere except for the United States. And he's got 2 kids. They're like 2 years old and like a month old.
That's cool.
Okay. So they're American.
Yeah.
They're born here. So here's a Wedgie from today.
Other things. It seems like a wild conflict of just watching that game.
Yeah, you're on both sides in different facets. I've been in the States since 2008 and spent more time here than in Canada, just as the way the hockey's world's treating me with where I've played and where I've lived. So, 2 kids born here. I got to go home and they're probably gonna chirp me. They can't talk, but they're born American. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I play for Team Canada World Juniors. That's where I'm. My side of the stance is on, but yeah, obviously, you gotta be proud of Nelly. There's both sides of it. It's a game of hockey. It's everyone wanted that game. I think we got treated to a great one. You tip your hat to a goaltender that played on the top of his game. That was as a goalie watcher, that's a hell of a performance from Hellebuck. And yeah, there's you want Team Canada to win on where I'm standing, but that was something I think a lot of us have been looking forward to watching for a long time, and we got treated to it.
Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. The kids are chirping me. They're 2 years old and 1 month old, but it's a more of a metaphorical chirp. Like there's allegiances to this country where you make your money, you make your living. Your kids are American. Josh Manson has dual citizenship. I think it's easier when you're like Natchez or Landeskog or I don't know, these other guys who that's not their thing. Canadian, U.S., they don't care. Like Marty Natchez, like he really doesn't give a rat's ass which side wins. He's got friends on both, whatever. But the Canadian U.S. thing, Coacher, it's different.
It's different, and externally, it's gotten a little bit more unique, a little bit more heated politically in the last 5-6 years. And then, of course, it's always been a real rivalry in the sport of hockey. It's been a real, significant rivalry. You've really, it's a big moment because you've been little brother as USA in hockey. What is hockey? The 4th most important sport in the United States? Is that right, Darren?
For those who love hockey, it's number 1. But I know what you're saying. If you're just going by ratings, revenue, that sort of thing, yes.
It's football. I mean, is it Major League Baseball just because of the amount of the 162 game season and the contracts are what it is a financial beast, Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
And I know we don't see that here in Colorado.
We used to. And,
yeah.
And if the Rockies were hot, we would.
And then obviously basketball, whichever, 2 and 3. Then hockey's probably distant fourth, man. I mean, it is. In Canada, it is 1A, 1B, 1C, and it's hockey.
No doubt.
And it is.
Maybe the Blue Jays after that.
And so, I mean, when you beat them with what they do, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty freaking awesome.
Let's get to the disappointment, and let's narrate this little scene here with our friend Nathan McKinnon. I'll give you the stuffed animal, and Nate looks at it. The fuck am I going to do with this thing? I'll run that back one more time.
Man.
I'll run it back one more time. Yeah, here's your plushie. Jesus, what the... We were laughing with the hockey muggles. Who has the nerve to ask McKinnon, what'd you do with the stuffed doll?
I think you do. I think you're the guy.
It is not me.
Really?
It is not me.
It
is not me. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that won't be coming from my mouth. But I'm dying for somebody else to ask him that question.
Nate have kids?
No, not yet.
I was gonna say, easy. And gave it to my kid. I don't know. And just gave
we were speculating it didn't make it to the locker room if there was a trash bin between the rink and the locker room.
Yeah, have we? Because this was a viral moment with the Canadian women's silver medalists. Because both teams get them. That's the thing. It's been made this spectacle that only the second place team get a stuffy. For whatever reason, they give them out to. I think they give them out to every competitor that finishes their tournament. Here's your stuffy.
It's the most ridiculous moment of all time here. I actually feel bad for Nate. He has
stuffy distributor though. Stuffy distributor guy.
Hey, guess what happens when you miss this shot? you miss this shot. Guess what, friend?
Stuffy guy.
You got one of these. That's what happens to you. Oh man, that sucks.
I get the bit. And I'm here for the bit. But I wonder the imagery of Nathan McKinnon, because he's become more of a national story in the United States because of what he said post game, then the shots of missing what the bit you just did. That is the national bit surrounding Nathan McKinnon. And so people that aren't even hockey enthusiasts are talking about Nathan McKinnon today, tomorrow, and Tuesday, right?
Probably unfairly, very unfairly, actually.
Either way, you sign up for these moments. Guess what? You leave yourselves vulnerable for this type of backlash.
Yeah, that's true.
My question would be, what does the response look like for Nathan McKinnon for the Avalanche?
Well, he's arguably the best player in the world next to Connor McDavid or instead of Connor McDavid. So how does the best hockey player in the world respond to a gut-wrenching, soul-crushing moment?
Talk to me about big moments, brother.
We'll see, won't we?
Big moments. Big moments are what counts, right? Connor McPickles, big moment guy, hasn't been the guy. You could say that, I think he had a big moment. Yep. Right there. That's the guys that have been there for the big moments. Matthew Boldy. He looks like he's 14 years old. Big moment guy. Four Nations, you could say that, both McKinnon and McDavid had their moments. Their significant moments.
Guess what, though? You realize, I hope today puts in perspective what a silly tournament Four Nations was. Listen, it was fun to see the fights and all that. Yeah, but it didn't mean anything. Not really.
How many nations were in it, man?
Well, there were four.
Yeah, that's not very many.
They were good nations and all.
They're good nations, but
Slovakia wasn't in it.
Yeah,
and they turned out to be pretty good.
Or Czechia
wasn't in it. They turned out to be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. All right, a couple more for you. Let's go to French Canada, the French Canadians, and get a little disappointment on Francais.
Non! King! C'est Jean King!
We all speak that language.
Tim Hortons was on the countertop right there.
No! Fire King! C'est Jean King!
All right, and I've got this moment of zen. It's dangerous to have a chainsaw. Handling the situation well.
Look at that. Did you see that cesspool? The amount of beer cans that were stacked up underneath that. Oh my goodness. Cold up there, man.
We'll pick up another one at Lay Walmart.
It's cold up there north. Really
All right,
cold.
Coacher. So yeah, the big questions are to recap perhaps a tad. 3-on-3. I hate it.
I love it.
I think it's a lousy way to figure this out. But your argument is, hey, we all signed up for it. If you don't like it, don't get there.
I loved it because I felt like the U.S. was going to win as a result of it before it happened. And if you had lost in 3-on-3, I'd have been like, okay. For the U.S., I'd be like, yeah, you lost.
Yeah, I mean, you put out McKinnon, McDavid, and McCarr on the face-off of 3-on-3. I mean, it's all right. You know, that's good. How the Avs respond? How about Taves and McKinnon, McCarr, those guys? Because don't forget, McCarr was -2. Okay,
so was McKinnon.
He might have been -2 as well.
They were both out there.
They were both -2.
Well, no, McCarr could not have been -2 because he
yeah.
McKinnon. It was McKinnon and McDavid.
McKinnon and McDavid were -2.
Yep.
Right.
McKinnon and McDavid both -2.
Cale had a great goal.
Yeah, it was a missile.
Yeah, right. Good point. If you're Taser and McKinnon, how you sleeping at night for the rest of your life?
You just open up your Bank of America account and you go to bed nice and easy.
Okay, really?
Mm-hmm. They'll be just fine.
All right.
You know what else you do is you go out and win a Stanley Cup with the best roster on planet Earth. That's what you do. That's the medicine.
Okay.
And I think that's a good medicine. The other aspect of this that I look at, man, is Brock Nelson.
Hell of a story.
Does he wear his gold medal?
Oh.
When he shows back up on Wednesday in the
Can I
locker.
tell you where their lockers are? So just picture the locker rooms are east and west, okay? Looking at each other. All right. So Nelson is on the west side.
West side.
All right. West side. Same as Nate. So there's a little separation.
Three lockers between them.
Yeah, it's something like that. Like there's Nichushkin and there's somebody else, and Nelson is there. Sitting directly across, if we're looking over the DMZ of the Avs locker room, directly across would be McCarr and Taves, whose lockers are right next to each other. And they'd be staring at Brock. Now, Nate could sort of avoid it because he's on the same side.
Yeah.
But Taser and McCarr would be looking right at Brock Nelson every single day.
Quick question.
Yeah.
International hockey jerseys. Number 29. Who wore it better? Nathan McKinnon or Big Rock Brock Nelson? Both wore number 29. One came home with the gold. The other one came home with a stuffy and a silver.
Wow. Do you think they can really get over that and be fine as teammates?
It's funny when you watch Miracle
and
you realize it's been 46 years since the United States won a gold medal.
Yeah.
And Canada, when's the last time Canada won a gold medal? Finland won in...
Well, they definitely won in 2010 because they beat the U.S.
Yes.
So, and that was the last time. That's the last time they had NHL players. Finland won 4 years ago, and before that, it was, I think, another European country. So it might have been, I'll look it up, but it might have been 2010.
Also, politics and geopolitical conflicts aside, I really want Russia back in the Olympics in 2030.
No, coacher. No.
Why not?
No. You can't do what they've done and be part of this. Sorry. Not my book, brother.
I just like beating them, but that's
I got you. But there's some things that are bigger than sports, unfortunately, and they've violated that trust, my friend. So
forever, like so they'll never in the history of the world they'll never.
Oh, as far as I'm concerned, I want
Japan's back. They were back not that far after.
Hey, I don't want to get too political here. You know what I'm saying, man? But when you're the
creators, this is politics aside, yeah. Just talking about
when you're the creators when you're the creators of genocide, you got a ways to go in my book. So I don't care if they ever come back. Doesn't bother me at all. Could care less. Don't care.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't want them. Don't want them. Don't care. Not curious about it. Not at all. Doesn't matter. Sorry, I don't mean to get up on my high horse, but that's just that. Men's hockey gold winners. Finland. Well, it was the athletes from Russia in 2018. Canada in 2014. So Canada won in 2010. Canada won. Coach, Canada won. Let me just go through it in the past 24 years. 2002 Canada, 2006 Sweden, 2010 Canada, 2014 Canada, 2018 Olympic athletes from Russia, 2022 Finland, and now good old United States of America. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of the last seven Olympics, Canada's actually won it 3 times. So that's a pretty good rate right there. So there you go. Boy, but they hadn't won it. Check this out though. Canada went from 1952 to 2002. They went 50 years without winning a gold medal in men's hockey.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And the other crazy thing is that Cale Makar, Nathan McKinnon, Connor McDavid, that main core has not won it. It's just been Sydney, right, on this roster?
Yeah. Nobody else has been on the team. 2014's last year they won it.
Sydney had the game winner in 10, right? 2010.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but but there's nobody from 14 either.
Wait, so
listen, man,
so the
this Canadian team is loaded.
Oh, it was amateurs. It was amateurs. That's why.
Correct.
Yeah, all the pros were playing in the NHL. They were populating the league at age 18.
Well, that gets to another thing. Should we do this every 4 years? NHL guys.
Oh yeah. I mean, did you have fun?
I had a blast. I really had fun.
How many guys got injured for the season in this massive tournament with a ton of teams?
Fiala is out for the year. Kings.
1. Yeah.
Crosby, we don't know. Wasn't good enough to go.
He was in uniform, right?
He put on a uniform like guys do because you have to come out on the ice in uniform to
get
your medal and your plushie. So that doesn't mean anything. You know, the guys came out for the Avs who were hurt, when they won the Stanley Cup. That's just a hockey thing.
Right.
I mean, guys who put on a uniform and come out in a wheelchair to get.
But he's not. He didn't have an ACL surgery.
We'll see. We don't know.
Surgery.
I don't
Probably
know.
Not.
I don't know. McKinnon looked like he was exhausted, sick, something's going on.
Grumpy.
Don't know. Grumpy. Brock Nelson all of a sudden is wearing a full face shield for no explained reason, but he's wearing one of them bad boys. Yeah. Don't know why. So I don't know. You never know with these guys, Coach. Bednar was actually asked about that today. Like, what's the physical status of your guys? He's like, I don't know. They played, didn't they? That was his answer. They played. And then to your point earlier, it's like, yeah, okay, Wednesday. All right, all right, fine. Nothing after that. Like we're going. Like we got bigger fish to fry here. So that's that. All right. Any other thoughts, brother? I mean, what do you think this means for America? How about that? How about we have a little contextual, like America sort of thing going on here?
Yeah, I'd say this. I think hockey's going to get it's going to get another major burst of growth as a
huge.
sport. Major.
Agree.
I mean, the youth in particular.
Yes.
Yep. Like my wife wanted to sign up Little Griffin.
She should. Absolutely. I highly recommend it.
Yep.
Highly recommend.
I mean, we have Valor Christian starts the the Chassa High School Hockey State Championship tournament on Tuesday. And all of a sudden we're seeing that, like, let's go. Let's get that down to South Suburban or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Coach Guaz, man. He's awesome, by the way. I eat lunch with him every single day. So
yeah, Guaz used to coach as a national champion in college and used to coach at the pro level.
Yeah, he coached for the Tampa Bay freaking Lightning and was a national champ at DU.
You know what Smoky Hill does for hockey? They play for Cherry Creek. But, that's the way it goes. All right. I'm not a big fan of I do, like Tarico is saying, wish we could just sort of take a breath and enjoy sport for what it is rather than taking it in political angles one way or the other, and just let sport be sport and be proud that our team from the United States won.
No way.
It seems impossible.
Right now, it's out of control.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of that. I am so
like
tired
if
of
you're this, you gotta like that. And if you're that, there's no way you like this. I think
one thing that I can't stand is if there's this unspoken thing right now that if you root for America, you are a certain type of way. And if you don't care or indifferent, you are the other type of way. And it's like, can I just root for a team? And can I just root for my country? Political, politics aside, it's so stupid. And the other thing that I get tired of is the cultural pieces about so much about using your platform to either go all in one way politically or go all out the other way politically. It's like, don't just stick to sports. Not what I'm saying, but at some point, we as the consumers of all this need to stop giving so much value to all of that to make it something that's supposed to be a unifying aspect for a country ends up becoming an incredibly dividing one. And it was crazy because I saw with this United States hockey about 8:30 a.m., 9 o'clock Mountain Time, America was buzzing. By about noon, it was back to being a divided political cesspool over the exact same result that they were all buzzing about at 8:30, 9 o'clock. So dumb.
So dumb. All right. Well said. What's great about America and why I love America is because you can come from anywhere and have all sorts of different beliefs, and we can be united together, especially when it comes to something like the Olympics, because we can all get behind what makes this country great is an ability to have a difference of opinion and the freedom to do so.
For sure.
So, that gets me charged up for sure. So, all right. Cool. I love the Olympics, by the way. Loved it. I haven't talked to you about Alyssa Liu, who was incredible. I'm sure you guys
I'll be honest. You know when the Olympics really, really started for the Sanford family?
When?
This morning.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys weren't tuned into anything else?
I'm saying where it was appointment viewing. We watched stuff. Right. When you have stuff on in the background, kind of like the Nuggets game today after what happened, you kind of just have it on in the background. That to me is kind of what the Olympics were until today. Today it's like, and my wife and I are sitting there like, wait, I like the Olympics, and then the closing ceremony starts 2 hours later.
Hey, do you know where Mackenzie Blackwood is from in Canada? I don't, but
I've looked this up before.
All right,
is it Lethbridge?
All right, let me tell you a funny story just to wrap things up here tonight. So we're in the locker room. He does his media session, but what's great about Mackenzie is he just likes kind of talking. So it's cool, man, and he'll talk to the Muggles and just interact, and he doesn't blow you off. He just likes a fun little conversation. Great freaking guy. So is Scott Wedgwood, by the way. So he's done media. There's no microphones in his face, and they got TVs hung up like a little mini jumbotron in the locker room, like it's four-sided, and you can see it. And there was the women's 50K, which is 31 miles of cross-country skiing. So I go to him. I go, hey, Mackenzie, is that a sport or is that exercise? He goes, oh, that is definitely exercise. And he goes, yeah, the last time I did that was in junior high. It's the last time I exercised.
Oh, that's good. That's so good. And Mackenzie Blackwood of the same hometown as Valor Christian head hockey coach George Gwozdecky, and that's Thunder Bay, Ontario. Just
that's actually a big place. That's not a small place.
Yeah, it's really close to Duluth. It's about 25 miles away from Duluth, Minnesota, if that, maybe like 10.
I'm just saying it's a notable town.
Grand Marais, Minnesota. Beautiful. That's where all the boundary waters. My family did that twice. It was some of the coolest stuff I've ever done in my life. Canoeing through Canadian and American water, shared water. Today, there was a clear divide.
I'm glad that your boy that you're on the radio with celebrated America by traveling to Costa Rica for this one. Is he back tomorrow or not? No, you and Berto?
He's in a destination bachelor party guy.
My God, are you kidding me? That's what that is.
And now, to be fair, it's like actually family. It's not like some bro buddy that was on his hockey team at Syracuse.
It's so like, what are you, the first person ever to get married? We all got to travel abroad. So to celebrate what you getting for a bachelor party? It's not even a wedding. It's a bachelor party.
I think that's right. I could be wrong, but I was pretty sure that's like me and Berto were talking about, like, that's a major cultural difference between people that are in their 40s.
Holy cow.
And people in their 20s and 30s. People like go on major international destination bachelor parties. We just I went, you know what I did? I took all my buddies to all my groomsmen to a San Francisco Giants baseball game and got married 2 days later.
Yeah.
Called that a bachelor party. It was awesome.
Yeah, I actually spent it up at the Canadian Ballet. Nod, nod, wink, wink. But it was like after my morning show at 97 Rock, and I was in Minsk for like 90 minutes. It was the worst bachelor party ever.
Was that Buffalo?
No, well, we went to the Canadian Ballet. You know what I'm saying? We crossed the border. There was a time you could go over to Canada, dude, with just like a driver's license.
Oh, yeah.
And you would just tell the guy at the border, where are you going? Oh, we're going to the Canadian Ballet. Come on in. So we got it. Come on in. Now it's a whole, it's a whole thing there in Canada, but it used to be really easy. That being said, it was 90 minutes where I was completely ignored by my morning show co-hosts and I think we invited listeners. It was not a great bachelor party, bro. It was from noon to 1:30.
You had the text thread open for free admissions.
Yeah, but Costa Rica. We're going. Let me tell you, that marriage is doomed. Okay, just judging on what happens at bachelor parties here in America, we're going to Costa Rica. Okay. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong for the soon-to-be missus? Nothing.
Oh, man, no comment. No comment.
I'm getting married in Costa Rica. I'm got my bachelor party. Oh, honey, where do you want to, bachelor? I want to go to Costa Rica with 9 guys. Oh, yeah, sure.
What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong?
What could go wrong in that marriage?
Oh, man.
All right, brother. All right, so you're on with Berto tomorrow. Is that right?
Yes, sir. 10 o'clock. Hopefully my voice is back and you get a good night's sleep.
All right. Well, we'll let everybody go. We appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed for quality content like this, make sure you do so. And Mike and I will be back talking football, Tuesday. Combine, and Sean Payton will have spoken, I think, by Tuesday.
I might have to go either. We'll talk.
You got something cooking?
We got a dinner, but we can do a pre-record.
There's always workaround. Hey, on the Ixnay on the record day, we'll we'll figure it out. We'll be on Tuesday one way or the other. It's Altitude Football.
Live.
Altitude Football at 6 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Thursday.
Viewing. Period. Yeah. All right, buddy. Have a great night. See you, everybody.
Incredible. The USA takes 2 things away from this: a gold medal and Canadian tears.